everyone, and welcome to another episode here at Higher Fire Inspire. I'm your host Lizanne Dsouza, and yes, this is a Lizlin Careers production. Today in our topic, we're going to be talking about something that I'm not really sure if people really care about, but if you are here, that means the question has come up at some point. Today we're going to be talking about how to dress for an interview. And as you can see, I'm pretty well dressed today for a change. So I just want to give you a little bit of insight into what I'm wearing. So today I'm wearing this gorgeous, really light dress from a company by the name of the Ambition Collective. Okay, they have a website. It's called theambitioncollective.in. We will be putting on all the details at the bottom of the podcast that you can visit their website. They're also on Instagram, so you can see some of the looks. These guys, what they do is they pick out curated brands, different looks from different brands and put them together. And this is mainly for women in the workplace. So they have gorgeous dresses, really nice shirts, some pantsuits as well. So today I'm very lucky to be wearing this beautiful pink dress, and for everyone that knows me, pink is my favorite color. I didn't ask for it, it just happened to be like that. So guys, welcome to another episode. I'm quickly going to get to our topic for the day, but I would encourage all of you all to listen till the end, because we do have a surprise for everyone. At the end, we are going to be giving away a discount code that you can use to purchase stuff from the Ambition Collective. Okay, and guys, thank you so much for tuning in on my last podcast for Sadev. We did a really nice competition as well, and I think a couple of people won some cool hampers from the brand. So keep listening in. We're going to be doing a lot of these collabs going forward so that you can win some nice stuff and get some nice discounts. Okay, getting back into it. So, like I said, a lot of people may not pay much attention to this. However, if you're listening to it, it's probably something that has come up. You've thought about it, right? How do I dress for this interview? Of course, dressing appropriately for an interview is important, because let's be honest, you are trying to make an impression while being yourself, of course, right? Okay, knowing what to wear and feeling good in what you wear is one of the ways that you can feel confident during the interview itself. So let's look for a few things that you can keep in mind while deciding what to wear. Okay, number one, read the room, understand the company. Okay, understand what the culture of the company is. To the best of your ability, of course. I mean, in the first round of interview, you may not know so much about the brand itself, but try and go through their website, go through their LinkedIn page, through their Instagram, get a feel for it. Is it very professional in nature, or is it kind of like flat structured? Is it more casual? Get a feel for that. That will also give you an insight maybe to their dress code. Some companies also have some of their values on their website, which will sort of give you an insight, and team pictures that you can see, so you can see what kind of dress code is acceptable there. You want to be the best dressed during an interview. Now, I'm not saying that you need to dress in a way that you do not like. Okay, you want to maintain who you are as well through the whole process, right? Because remember, if you do get a job, these people are going to see you every day. So there's no point putting on a front right in the beginning. So, make sure that you are still yourself. But when I say best dressed, what I mean is, make sure that you're aligning with the business. So for example, if it is a very corporate kind of business, then wear a suit, wear something really formal. But if it's casual, then you can do business casuals, which could mean like a shirt with jeans, but of course really smart dressed. Okay, so I'll give you a personal example. This is a dress that I would fully wear for an interview if I was going to, something that's a little bit more flat structured, a little bit more startup, a little bit cool. But I would probably team it up with something a little bit more formal, like maybe block heels or something, but of course comfortable heels, but block heels just to make it look a little bit formal. I'm not wearing any shoes right now because I'm at home, so I don't have anything to show you guys. Okay, all right. You don't want to make it awkward, okay, where you are overdressed. or more dressed than the interviewer, right? Because you will stand out, and during your interview you want the interviewers to picture you as somebody who's part of the team and part of the organization. So make sure that you're not overdressed as well, just best dressed. Okay, all right. Make sure it's the best that you have. Now, I do understand if you're just graduating, if you don't have a lot of formal clothes, don't put so much pressure on buying a lot of new stuff. Just make sure that it's the best that you have. And when I say that, I say it's clean, it's ironed, it's well presented, it looks neat when you wear it, and you can always style it to bring out your personality. So like I said, for people who know me, I love the color pink. This is not my room, my brother's room, but if I'm also doing a video recording for people who are listening to the podcast, but if you had an insight to my room, you'd see like a lot of pink there. So I love the color pink, and I like to bring that out in my personality, when I go in for the interview. Make sure you feel comfortable. Okay, do not wear something that makes you feel uncomfortable. Things that may be ill-fitted, where you are touching your clothes often or adjusting, can be very distracting for you and the interviewer, of course. Make sure your hair is tidy, so that you're not touching it constantly. I always recommend that you tie your hair up, just like I have today. Because I have very big hair. For everybody else that has seen my other videos, I have very big hair, so sometimes it's always like I'm touching it, I'm conscious of it because I can see myself in the video. So I would say just tie your hair up, and then you don't have to be touching it all the time. Number 4, be consistent through all the rounds, right? I know that some people dress casually right in the beginning, and then when you're meeting the CEO, you put on like a really nice suit. Now, I do understand the pressure of creating a better impression in someone like who's a senior member of the team. But remember, interviewers are sharing notes with the next person that is going to be interviewing you. So they are going to mention your personality, and they are probably going to mention what you wore if it doesn't align with their standards. So there's no point in doing that. You'd rather right from the beginning make sure you have a standard, a dress code that you're maintaining. And just because it's a Zoom interview, it doesn't mean that you have to be more casual, right? Also, I'm just going to put this out there. Make sure that you're dressed appropriately, top to bottom. Don't sit in your boxers during your Zoom call, because sometimes you may have to get up to switch a light on, or close the blinds, or maybe charge your laptop. You don't want to see people like seeing you in a full suit and the boxers at the bottom. So just make sure you're dressed appropriately. And try to stay away from graphic t-shirts. Unless you're applying for a role with a company that's, got this like quirky products and maybe a nice design studio, maybe then. But otherwise, if it's for a corporate job, then just stick to maybe plain white shirts, plain colors, so that it's not too distracting. Okay, here I am saying that wearing bright pink. Okay, cool. Wear your style. Okay, again, it's okay to let your personality come through in the interview. So if you like certain colors or patterns that you want to incorporate in your interview outfit, if you want people to remember you, for example, again, I love the color pink, and you can see it from my dress. I would incorporate it. I would definitely wear this dress if I had to. For women, wear shoes that are most comfortable for you. Do not wear heels if you're not comfortable walking in them, especially if you're going to be walking into the interview room and walking out, right? People don't want to see you like struggle to walk and hopefully even like trip over yourself. So that's not very good. Okay, be okay to compromise. Number 6. And what I mean by this is, a lot of industries, they have a uniform. Uniformity can thus be conformity. Okay, and what I mean by this is, for example, the airline industry, right? If you're applying for a job within the airline industry, you're gonna have to wear that uniform. And if you are someone that likes wearing casual clothes with sneakers to work, then maybe the airline industry is not the best place for you to get a job. Or maybe you can look for an airline that wears a little bit more casual clothing. I know that there are some out there, but yeah, what I what I mean to say is, like, if a business has a particular dress code, then there is nothing you can do about it. They're not going to change it just for you, remember? Maybe that's not the job for you if you feel like you don't fit in, and that is something that you really need to think about right in the beginning. Number 7, okay? Think of the small things. Is my hair okay? Is the makeup I'm wearing distracting? Do I need to wear a tie? Am I wearing too much jewelry? Keep distractions to the minimum so that the interviewer can focus on you. Make sure that you're aware of your tics. And what I mean by that is, all of us have something. Like, some people constantly play with their hair, or some people like to play with their earrings if they're like big hoop earrings, or like to fidget with their tie if they're wearing a tie. And if you know what your tic is, then just don't wear it at all. Like, don't wear big earrings if you know you're going to keep touching them, or let your hair down if you're going to keep touching it all the time, right? Just get rid of the distraction. I wouldn't say it's a red flag for like an interviewer, but I would definitely say it can be a little distracting if you're constantly touching yourself, right? Touching things on your face and your clothing. Putting intention into your clothes shows that you do care. And moreover, it gives the interviewer a chance to see you as part of the team. You don't need to buy expensive clothes or buy tons of new things. You can rotate 2 or 3, basics now and again. And also, you're going to be interviewing with different people. You can team it up with different jackets. And if you're on a budget, maybe borrowing something from like a friend or a family, that is something that you can always do, okay? In a country like India, if you are going to wear Indian clothes, the same rules apply. Try and keep it simple, clean, neat. Don't go too overboard. Don't put a lot of colors. Don't wear a lot of jewelry. Like, keep it simple at all times. So guys, here were some of the tips for you to dress appropriately for your next interview. I'd love to hear comments as always from you guys. Please like, share, subscribe to the podcast. The more listeners we have, the more content we can put out there. And I'd love to even get some suggestions of anything that you think that we should cover. Now, for the collab. So today, as you know, this dress that I'm wearing is given to me by the Ambition Collective.in, their company in India specifically for women, and they curate business wear from different brands. So it's not just one brand, it's different brands, which means that even the budgets are different. If you're looking to purchase something for your next interview or even for work, then you can get a 10% discount using the code LIZ10. So that's LIZ10. And of course, we'll be putting that in the description on the podcast. So thank you so much, guys, again for tuning in. Love, love, love. Always, I will see you next time.